and welcome back to another very cozy video. Tiny is beside me, but you can't see her. Let me turn. Still cannot see the tiny human, but she is over here next to me. I am here to do my February TBR for you guys. I'm doing the Stack It Challenge again. The books are actually stacked underneath blankets over here. Last month I showed you the bottom to the top of the Stack It. This time we're going from top to bottom. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. My first book I want to get read this month is Eli Harris's Love of My Own. As y'all know, I read The Invisible Life, absolutely loved it. I can't wait to get into another one of his. This one's about Zola, and it looks like she meets a CEO who has his own secrets. I'm assuming he is bisexual because that's usually what his books are about, but I'm excited to get into this one and get it read. I do want to mention I am still currently reading one that I'm rolling over from January while I'm thinking about it because I will forget, and that is Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. I'm not very far into this at all. If you remember, this was on the bottom of my Stack It for January. If you want to know how I ended January reading this and how that went, I will have a January wrap up link below. It will be coming out next Friday, but next Friday after you're watching this. But this is good so far. I'm hoping to get some reading done today, as in I'll all cozy up on the couch. So there's that. But the first one on the stack for this month is Love of My Own. Next is Library of the Unwritten by AJ Hawkwitch. This is about a library in hell that the books who are left unread go to basically live. So if you start a book and you don't finish it, it goes in the Library of the Unwritten. And there is a librarian whose job is basically to keep these characters from getting out and killing their author. Well, she fails at that. And the character gets out, makes it to the moral plane, and goes to kill their author. And she has to go catch his character before it kills its author. So that's what this one is. I started it. Let's look. There's a bookmark in here. Hold on. If I can get to a bookmark today. I'm gonna say it's probably the first part of this bookmark, not the second. If I know myself well enough, which obviously I got to page like 63 and put it down. This is back right when I got pregnant with a little bit, or right after I got pregnant with a little bit, and so my focus wasn't there, so I'm hoping to get it finished. I've heard amazing things about this, by the way. Next is Girl Who Played with Fire. This one's kind of interesting because I'm not sure if I've read this or not. I have started it on audio a couple times and just could not focus on it, so I'm hoping to physically read it. And here's I got this, it was a thrift find, and so there was no dust jacket, which I'm fine with. But my brain worked. This follows the events of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. If you've never read that, it's about a financial journalist who gets convicted of libel and decided to step back from the magazine he co-owns, and gets hired by an eccentric billionaire CEO to find out what happened to his granddaughter who disappeared. And he ends up getting help from a hacker, Elizabeth, I think it's how they pronounce it. It's Swedish, so I could pronounce that wrong, but I think it's Elizabeth. And she ends up helping him figure out what happened, and she turns out to be our main character throughout all of these. And this is their continuation of their story. So I'm excited to get into that. Next on my list is Dust by Hugh Howey. If you never heard me talk about these before, this is the third in the Wolves trilogy. No, I don't know why it's called Wool. Yes, I'm definitely on the side of that's a stupid name for this series, but Wool is about a Okay, it's about a silo in the ground. So there are what okay, so what the story is at the beginning is, I'm trying not to give any spoilers, and so my brain's like wanting to give you more details than you need. So you go into the first one, and you're following a sheriff at the top of the silo, and all of a sudden he goes out and dies. Like, that's the prefix. He dies, and you're like, what? And so you go on, you meet Jules. Jules becomes a new sheriff of the silo, and you learn that it's a silo in the ground. Supposedly the air outside is toxic, and you will die if you go out in it. They know that people are sent out for cleanings, meaning aka they send them out to die. They go clean the camera that's supposed to show them. Yeah, did you have an opinion? They have to go clean the camera that shows them the outside world. And when they go out there, the suit they're in basically fails and they die. This is the third one, where we learned in the second one kind of how they got here and what's going on. This is the final of that, of what happened. The first book, you follow Jules and what's happening current day. Second book is a prequel. You go back and figure out what happened before now, and this kind of ties it all up, I'm guessing. Again, I've not read it, so I'm excited to go into it though. And then lastly on my stack for this month is Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty. I have read 9 Perfect Strangers and almost hated it. I think I gave it 2 stars. It was my least favorite book. It was one of my least favorite books. But I went into it thinking it was a whodunit. I thought there was going to be a murder, and there was no murder. And so I think that's why I disliked it so much. So I'm excited to give this one a try. I've heard it's pretty good. I'm not really sure what it's about, because I think it has to do with a murder. I'm not sure. I bet it's not. I bet it's like a personal drama, but we will see. I'm excited to get into this and see if I like it or not. And if I don't, this will be the last book I pick up by this author. But if I do, she has one other one that's Big Little Lies that I want to give a try. So there's that. That is my stack for February. Hopefully I get through all of these. We will definitely see. If you want to know how January stack turned out, again, that video will be linked in the description. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.